music came from the demonic realm. Okay?
Music came from the demonic
The devil
realm.
was one of the chief culprits of that.
What?
Satan himself. And you mentioned, see, even Muslims use the word Satan. It comes from the word shaitan.
All right, we're going to come back to Aleister Crowley. What do you mean the devil created music? I fucking love music.
He brought music on the earth.
But it's a beautiful thing.
It doesn't mean it's all bad either, but I got to explain to you. So this is what I was trying to get to an hour ago, and we keep going off tangents. I hope the audience can keep up. And
I hope they can too.
I hope
but
they don't.
You're like a freight train, bro. Gotta let you roll.
There's so many moving pieces to this.
I know.
It's a very broad topic with a lot of very important things.
Yep.
To kind of gather it all back in. When God created Adam, before he even created him, the devil, Satan as he's known, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, the enemy of humanity. Okay? This species lived on Earth long before humanity. Okay? Before the first human being ever existed, before ancient Sumeria, before any of this stuff, Billy, Carson, God had other creations on this earth. But now what's interesting to me is that from the from the Abrahamic perspectives, like, why was it always the earth being used as like this kind of like testing ground? There's so many other planets, right? Why, for some reason, he created that species? They were on here before us, long before us. The demonic realm. Now remember, English does not serve the description of what these beings are. It doesn't translate well into English. Because we think demon, they're only evil. That's it. Christianity tries to make up for describing them by saying, no, they're not all evil, they're fallen angels. But that's inaccurate. And I'll tell you why I think it's inaccurate. So I explained earlier, angels are creations of light that have no free will. Even those two angels, they couldn't do what they wanted to do. God made them go and test people if they want to learn black magic. They didn't say, hey, God, I'm going down to earth and I'm going to... No, he said, okay, you want to see how human beings are? Go down there, test them. They didn't get to do it on their own initiative. They made the choice that he allowed them to make. But there was no free will for them. They can only do what God commands them to do. The demonic realm was created from a smokeless fire. Some of the scholars think maybe some type of electrical current. We don't really know. We know that they're made from a smokeless flame, and we know human beings, based on the Abrahamic faith, were created from all the different soils of the earth.
How do we know they're made from a
The
smokeless
sand,
flame?
the dark earth.
Not that.
But look at the races.
The demonic realm.
Look at their skin colors.
Hold on, back
They
up.
literally look like the colors of the earth.
Back up. You got. If you're not gonna wear the headphones, if I gotta stop you for something, you gotta take my cues there. All right. How do we know that thing about? I don't even remember what you said now. The demonic realm. What is it? It came from smoke and fires. How do we know that?
Smokeless flames.
Smokeless flames. How do we know that?
This is the description, at least in the Islamic tradition, of that species. We know a lot about them from the Christian and Judaic tradition. A lot of that overlaps also, but a lot of this was also given to the Prophet Muhammad. Also, more intense descriptions of what these beings actually are. What I believe is going on right now is nothing more than a New Age movement of the New Age to convince humanity they were created by aliens and not God. Their only goal is to lead us astray, period.